Yes, Felipe and myself.
Okay. Very good. All right. No questions. Next item is number 8, 22-01501. This is for the CFO to pay Landmark Consulting for FEMA and CARES Act activity. Who will be speaking to this one?
Yes, hi, this is Yolanda Carr. Jerry Deloach from Risk Management will be speaking to this legislation.
Okay. Questions or requests from my colleagues? Was someone going to say something? No? Okay, looks like all the documentation is complete on that one as well. All right, number 9, 22-01502. This is agreement for citywide general janitorial services. And 9th Amendment, American Facilities, Inc. All right, who will be speaking to this one?
I will. This is Commissioner Dean, Chantil for Dean. I will be speaking to this one.
Okay. And this is going to be retroactive. So if someone, if when you're talking to, if you can just kind of reconcile the time and why that happened.
Right.
March.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because the initial solicitation got canceled, so we had to put it back out again. So.
Okay. All right. Just if you'll clarify that on Wednesday, that'd be great.
Not a problem.
Other questions or requests from my colleagues on that paper? All right, seeing none, item 10, 22-01503. This is license agreements with kiosk operators. Who will be speaking to this? What department?
Good afternoon, Council Member. This is Deepti Singh with City Planning. Joshua Humphreys, Director of Office of Housing and Community Development, will be speaking to this paper.
Okay, thank you. Questions or requests from my colleagues on this paper? All right, seeing none, we'll address it on Wednesday. Next item is 22-01504. This is payment to the gallery collection from District 1. Huh. Why doesn't the caption reflect that? Why is this not a donation payment, Santana?
It is not a donation payment. This actually authorizes payment for an outstanding invoice for the former council member, and it's actually for District 4. I believe law does want us to update it, and I just received an email to state some specific information regarding the services provided. So there will be an amendment or a substitute to it.
Okay. All right. So you said it's District 4, not 1, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Questions or requests from my colleagues on that paper? All right. Number 12, 22-0-1505. This is for renewal option for multifunction copiers with RICO.
That is also Atlanta City Council. I'll be speaking to that if you need anyone to speak to it.
Yeah, this is going, you'll have to explain why it's going back to March. Just be ready for that. So, all right. Okay, item 13. This is cooperative purchasing agreement with Metropolitan Atlanta Rapid Transit, or MARTA, for drug testing. Who will be speaking to this? HR?
Jeffrey Norman, HR Commissioner. Yeah, I'll be prepared to speak to that piece of legislation.
Okay, and same thing, just if you can address the retroactive piece, just how the gap in timing.
Okay, not a problem.
All right, questions from my colleagues on this one? All right, next item, 22-01507, Council Member Westmoreland. Oh, this is, okay, this is the Affordable Housing Fund.
Yes.
Who, is there someone from finance speaking to this one?
Yes, Yolanda Carr. So
Okay.
yes, this is the Affordable Housing Trust Fund
Gotcha.
ordinance that was introduced by Councilmember Westmoreland.
Okay, so will you be speaking to this just for questions and such? Okay, very good. Any questions or requests from my colleagues on that paper? All right, item 15, 22-01517, Councilmember Winston's paper. This is with insurance brokerage and consulting services with USI Insurance. All right, who will be speaking to this?
So finance will be speaking to this legislation, Jerry Deloach.
Okay. All right, Questions or requests? All right. Seeing none, item 22-01518, Councilmember Winston. Another insurance paper with Willis Towers Watson. Will Mr. Deloach be speaking to this as well?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Questions or requests? Okay. Item 22-01520, Councilmember Amos's paper. This is carryover of leave accumulation. So, Ms.
HR will be prepared to speak to that.
And am I reading this correctly? It's for 2020?
That is correct. That is for accrual from the 2020 calendar year.
Okay. And then will there be an like the incremental price tag on this? You'll have that with you on Wednesday as well?
We can make sure that we work with finance to have that data. Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. Other questions or requests from my colleagues on the call? Okay. And then, yeah, we'll just have to, we'll walk through the mechanics on timing of passage and, cutoff times and all that, how that all works, but we'll ask those questions on Wednesday. All right, 22-01523. This is my paper to correct cost allocation consulting services with MGT of America. Any questions on this one? It's just correcting an error on the actual legislation. Okay, if not, then it takes us into resolutions. 22-R3853, Councilmember Bond, feasibility study request for conservation tax option. Is anyone from the administration working with Councilmember Bond on this that will speak to this, or I don't see Mr. Bond on the call. Okay, so all right, so we'll just have to rely on Mr. Bond to walk us through the paper on this. Okay, all right, 22-R3863. This is my paper, $4 million in general purpose obligation bonds. Will someone from finance be kind of going through the details? I see Ms. Carr nodding.
Yes, we will. CFO Bala will go through the details. This is for the annual GO bond.
Yeah. Okay. All right, questions, requests? All right, item 21, 22-R3864, 406 million. This is the infrastructure bond funding.
Correct. Yes.
And who will be speaking? Will CFO Bala be doing this one as well?
Yes, he will. It also shows the election results as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. All right, any questions on that item? All right, item 22, which is 22-R3961. This is a cooperative 6th Amendment cooperative purchasing agreement with uwork.com. Questions on this one? Who will be speaking to this? Is this AIM?
Yes, it is. Benita Joseph will be speaking to it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, questions or requests on that item? All right, item 23, 22-R3962, task order with JOC Construction, Farm Clayton Monument Sign Construction. Huh, okay. Is this Watershed? Is Watershed going to speak to this? Anybody from Watershed on?
No, we will, Dean will speak to this one.
Okay. Is that you, Mr. Santiel? I couldn't.
Yes, that's me.
Very good.
That's
okay.
me. Yes.
All right, questions or requests for this? All right, item 24, 22-R3963, cooperative purchasing agreement. This is video, integrated security and video surveillance. Multiple users. So which department will be speaking to this?
I believe we're going to be speaking on this one too, Councilman.
Okay, I'll put you down. If you need to punt on Wednesday, just let us know when I call you.
All right.
All right, questions or requests from my colleagues? Okay. All right, 22-R3964. This is indirect cost allocation services with Maximus US Services. Is this a finance paper?
It is. And so what this is the new RFP that went out. This is the new vendor. The
Okay.
previous legislation was for the old vendor for a month until we renew with the new one.
Okay. Ms. Carr, are you going to speak to this one?
Yes, yes.
Very good. Questions or requests? Yeah, it looks like the paperwork's all complete as well, so thank you. All right, 22-R3965, renewal number 2 with Tyler Technologies, business license and cashier management. All right, which department will be speaking to this?
Finance will speak to it.
And it would be you or?
Lawrence Davis will speak to it.
Lawrence Davis. All right. All right, paperwork documents look complete on that as well. Any questions? All right, last one, 22-R3966. This is a special procurement farrier services with the police mounted unit. Oh, with Countryside Veterinary Services. All right, someone from APD speaking to this?
We will be, Yolanda Pascal, WT Span will be speaking to it.
All right, thank you. Any questions on our request for this? All right, then it takes us to dual referreds. We'll see what happens to these in the other committees that are taking place this afternoon and tomorrow as to whether or not any will come to us. I suspect number 28, 22-R3852, the Merriam's Law one will likely make it out of committee public safety today. So I anticipate we'll be discussing that on Wednesday, but don't know about the other ones. All right, so the papers held in committee. Are there any papers from the departments that would like to be moved forward? I do understand from Council Member Waits that her paper regarding the Walk of Fame, she'd like to hold that again, so that won't be coming off of held. But before I get into the other one, any other from the departments?
This is Kathy Martin with the Department of Watershed Management. Item number 43 is our refund customer payment paper. We'll bring that forward with a substitute.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just make sure you get that to Ms. Kempson, right, so she can circulate it in advance of our meeting. Any others from the department? I do have one, number 42, 22-R3712. This is Council Member Overstreet's paper regarding the Procurement Reform Task Force. We are going, I spoke with her earlier today. We'll have a couple of amendments to this one. One is to add additional authors that she has rounded up on this. It's almost everybody except for Council Member Norwood at this point. And then we're also going to amend the composition of this paper to add the chair of finance executive, whoever that might be at the time. And I think we're ready to move this forward. So we'll have that conversation on Wednesday at committee. Are there any others? Okay. All right, so if there's none, then I appreciate everybody's time on the briefing today. We'll look forward to seeing everybody Wednesday at 1:30. So thank you all. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here.
Thank you much.